Loneliness, it's such a cruel and crippling feeling. It can seem like screaming into a dark, soundproof chamber while your feet are stuck to the floor. No one can hear you, and you can't move. We crave companionship, a connection to someone with whom we can share our experiences, create memories, and feel safe. Often, others will tell us that everything will get better, that there's someone out there for everyone. The truth is, that's not necessarily true. I personally know how bad loneliness can be. I suffered from Great Depression after the end of a deceitful relationship that was full of so much betrayal and heartbreak. I'm almost 52 years old now, and I've been single for over 20 years by choice. Not because of that breakup. You see, for years, I hated the reflection I saw looking back in the mirror. We all criticize ourselves so heavily and place unrealistic expectations upon our looks, our worth. We rarely live up to these demands. I had lists of reasons why my self-esteem was so low. I could justify to myself and anyone who would listen why I wasn't worthy of lasting companionship. But after the breakup, there was a voice inside me that struggled to be heard. It said, you don't really want to die, and you really don't want to keep feeling this way. And that voice began to get louder and started guiding me to seek out knowledge about the mind, emotions, and why we suffer. Buddhism had the answers I sought. I discovered that we are 100% in control of our emotions, but we live under the delusion that other people, things, and situations cause us to feel anything. They simply can't. Emotions are chemicals we create in our brain. Unless someone is injecting us with a chemical, they can't make us feel something we don't want to feel. The people or things we encounter are simply triggers we've habituated our minds to use to release those chemicals to feel good or bad. It's our decision, really. What I learned is that we can feel good without depending on a trigger. The most important discovery I made in my search is that a lot of the feelings we seek are illusions. Love is something you feel toward someone else. You never truly feel the love they have for you. In fact, many people are tricked into thinking someone else loves us when they're actually using us for their own manipulative aims. We create a sense of emotional safety through the observed evidence that they're loving us. Our relationships suffer when that evidence doesn't meet our expectations. We impose demands on how that love should look. The other person must do this, this, and this for me to create the feeling that I crave within myself. The hard truth to face is that we are actually truly alone. Companionship is an illusion. We're stuck inside this bony skull using our senses to experience the world outside. We never directly perceive anything outside of ourselves with our minds. We're simply reacting to a mental hologram of sorts. We came into this world alone. We traverse the path of life alone, and we die alone. I'm sorry that isn't a pretty enough thought that will be used in poetry or songs, but it's fact. And once you understand this fact, the illusions of pain will start to diminish. I haven't had a nightmare in over 15 years. I no longer have an emotional memory connected with the traumatic events from my past. Only what I like to call a historic memory remains. I'm not bragging. There's nothing special about me. So if I can do it, anyone can. The real relationship you should be seeking is the one you have with yourself. You're the only one with you all the time. If you don't like that person looking back in the mirror, you're doomed to a lifetime of bad company. You really can feel whatever you want to feel, whenever you want to feel it. It just takes practice and making feeling good more important than making others do things to please your senses.